Hi, my name is Phil Mowat. I'm a franchise development consultant with Ashtons Franchise Consulting. I help business owners turn their businesses into a franchise opportunity. Over the years, Ashtons have helped hundreds of businesses of all sizes and in a variety of different sectors to grow into successful franchise networks, including CEX, Tax Assist, and Egg-Free Cake Box. We teach our clients on the franchise recruitment process, which includes advice on how best to convert a prospect into an actual franchisee. I tell them that being rat-like is actually a positive thing when speaking to a prospect franchisee. Now, you've worked hard in setting up your franchise marketing campaign. You've started to get leads flowing in, and some candidates are even picking up the phone and speaking to you. But now you need to meet up with them to find out more about them and present the franchise opportunity to them. So why is being rat-like actually a positive thing? Well, because R stands for rapport, A stands for authenticity, and T stands for trust. Now let's look at each of those three things in a bit more detail. So first up, rapport. What does building rapport actually mean? Building rapport is developing a mutual trust, friendship, and affinity with someone. It's establishing a strong two-way connection. Have you ever known someone who has a knack for connecting with others? No matter who they meet, they manage to create a sense of trust and understanding within minutes. And knowing how to build rapport can bring you countless opportunities. Some say it might be a natural gift that can't be taught, but I actually believe it can be nurtured and improved over time, just as any skill can be. You have rapport when you share mutual attentiveness. You're both focused on and interested in what the other person is saying and doing. Positivity, you're both being friendly and happy, and you show you care and concern for one another. And coordination, you feel in sync with one another, so you share a common understanding. Your energy levels, tones, body language are all similar. So here's my top tips on how to build rapport with a potential franchisee. Keep in mind your communication basics. Zoom or FaceTime instead of a phone call. Relax, smile, and check your posture and your body language, even if you're speaking on the phone or on a Zoom call. And really pay attention to what that other person is saying. Don't forget to use their name. And don't have a conversation for longer than you actually need to. Number two, find some common ground. So this is using open-ended questions to encourage the other person to talk and share. Human beings generally do like to talk about themselves and then be interested in what they have to say. The more you learn about someone, the more likely you'll identify overlapping experiences. Even a brief exchange on shared experiences of kids, holidays, weather can draw you closer. And always be genuine. Don't be telling them that you play tennis if you don't actually play tennis. Don't try to impress them, as it will only backfire on you. Be careful with jokes. We all saw the Oscars at the weekend. We don't want a Will Smith situation. Third, create shared experiences. Rapport can't grow without that human interaction. And ideally, over the long term, you can build that over time. But in the shorter term, for a franchise prospect, it might be taking them out for lunch, taking them to a sports game. You'll get to know the real them. You probably have a bit of fun yourself as well. So go out there and enjoy yourselves. Alternatively, invite them to your head office and spend a day in the life of a franchisee. Now, remember, franchisors are wedded to their franchisees. So we really want to make sure that you get to know them over a period of time. Just like if you're getting married to someone, you're going to court them over a period of time. You're not going to get married straight away, although that does happen, obviously, in some situations. Number four, be empathic. Now, this is about understanding how people see things, understanding from their perspective and recognizing their emotions. You need to learn what makes them tick and how they like to live their life and do things. There's a number of behavior profiling programs out there. I particularly like DISC, D-I-S-C. Once you know whether a person is a D, an I, an S, or a C, or most of the time a bit of a two, then you know how you need to behave in order to get the most out of them. Now, asking great questions is vital to get them to open up and talking. And I'd highly recommend a book by Alan Pease Questions are the answers to help you create some great questions. And finally, number 5, mirror and match. So research shows that we prefer people who we perceive to be just like ourselves. Mirroring someone else's body language might sound strange, but it's a way that we show empathy and understanding, and therefore it helps us build rapport. This process does happen subconsciously sometimes, but you can also choose to do it. For example, try speaking at the same volume and tempo as they do. Use similar language, mirror their body language and their gestures. Just watch the hair flicking if you've got no hair. Make it feel natural and make sure you're relaxed and not trying to be someone that you're not. So going back to DISC, adopt a similar temperament to the person. If they're introverted, reserved or shy, then try to behave in the same way. Make them feel comfortable by not being brash, loud and extroverted. Now let's move on to authenticity. Put simply, authenticity means you're true to your own personality, values and spirit, regardless of the pressure that you're under to act otherwise. You're honest with yourself and with others. Behaving in a genuine way and being able to tell others the truth, even though it may not be what they want to hear, will help you come across authentically. Giving ourselves permission to be ourselves means we can be free from others' ideas and expectations, and we can choose our own course for our life. Now, here's 5 ways you can show authenticity. 1, really listen to others. Don't listen to respond, listen to really take in what the person is actually saying and be 100% present. 2, be happy to express yourself, your thoughts or emotions, the truth. Stay away from saying things that you just say to please the other person. Speak your truth assertively. 3, give encouragement and motivation to those that deserve it. The simple act of giving is more of a joy to some people. Number 4, stick to your morals and values. If you believe in it, keep believing, no matter what others say, and believe in yourself. And number 5, allow yourself to be vulnerable and open-hearted. So moving on to trust. I think one of the best ways you can build trust with someone is to DWYSYAGTD. Now, what do I mean by this? Do what you say you are going to do. Personally, I find it really frustrating if someone says they're going to get an email to you by 6 o'clock and then it doesn't arrive and you need to chase them. Under promise, over deliver. 4 other ways to build trust. 1, be honest. 2, admit when you don't know something. There is a lot of power in that. Number 3, explain your thought process and lay it out for the other person why things are the way they are. Number 4, over communicate and check for understanding. So in summary, and to close off this quick video, you can build rapport using these 5 steps. Remember the basics of good communication. Number 2, find common ground. Number 3, create a shared experience. Number 4, be empathic. Number 5, mirror and match mannerisms and speech appropriately. And then be authentic in these 5 ways. 1, really listen. 2, express yourself. 3, encourage and motivate. 4, stick to your values. 5, allow yourself to be vulnerable. And then finally, build trust by doing these 5 things. Number 1, DWYSYAGTD. Number 2, be honest. Number 3, admit if you don't know something. Number 4, explain things honestly. And 5, check for their understanding. It'd be great to hear your thoughts on what I've covered and how you can relate these into your franchise recruitment process. Thanks for listening. Please look me up on LinkedIn and feel free to contact me for a chat on anything franchising. Thank you.